Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. You're here with Rayon Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven. When it is time for us to find the last disparate talent of the talent pool. Only one more performer. That being said, I never get tired of this. I need to buy some more 44 ammo because the mysterious Magnum will not be our only weapon for the rest of the game, but it will be my favorite. It's capable of taking down enemies, like both hard targets and soft. The thing is just super effective. You came at me with a knife, you dingus. Also, I have guards. You fucking moron. Alright, fine, whatever. I cannot be held responsible for men who want to die. But anyway, the last performer is here at the Atomic Wrangler.
How's it going?
We may have been insulted by him once before. It's Hadrian.
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly?
Excuse me? Whoa, why the hostility?
Come on, stay in character. You're supposed to be heckling me.
Why bother? You're embarrassing yourself enough as it is.
Hey, not bad. Your timing's terrible and you got no style. But you might make it as a professional heckler.
Thank you, Hadrian. That's not why I'm here.
What? You mean you're not part of the act? Huh. Sorry. Thought you were the heckler Garrett hired to spice up the shows.
Who are you exactly?
Either you need to get your eyes checked, or that fame is fleeting thing is true. And since I happen to be world famous, you must be going blind. Name's Hadrian. Bet you never saw a ghoul in a suit before, huh? Of course, you don't exactly strike me as the worldly type.
Actually, the cult leader Bright wore a suit, but you wear it better.
Yeesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb? Yeah, that's right. Got me a nice juicy contract with the management.
Well, I can't be paying you that much.
Okay, I admit it. I ain't exactly rowing in caps here. But what do you want? I'm under contract. I can't get out.
Tommy Torini is hiring at the tops. I think you could make better money.
Too bad I got this ironclad contract with the Garretts. They'll never let me out of it.
Let me talk to the Garretts. We have a rapport. I'll be back in a minute.
Huh. Good luck. Garrett's a tough, mean son of a bitch. He's not likely to give up. Let me know if you make any headway.
Well, I'd hate to tell everyone about his relationship with Fisto.
You must have some real...
Doesn't look good. This buildup of forces between the NCR and Legion. Not good at all for business in the long run, if the Legion wins.
Of course not. They'll close you down. So, right. I spoke with Julie. She says the followers will accept the offer.
Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
Whatever you say, James. Whatever you say. I need to get Hadrian out of his contract.
Now, why would I want to do that? His performances make me quite a lot of money.
He's not really the right fit for this place. I mean, terrifying presence. If you don't, I'll tear out your spleen and rip this entire place down. How much do you lose on folk not coming into a place with a ghoul performer? He's not the right fit for the place. I mean, ghoul in a suit doing insult comedy? Atomic Wrangler? James, what's the decor of this place?
I suppose you've got a point. Plenty of Brahmin on the prairie and all that. Fine, I'll cut him loose. He's all yours.
Thank you, James.
Ooh, with a house to get inside the Lucky 38.
Hadrian.
Any luck with Garrett yet?
Take my card.
Really? You mean I'm finally out of this shithole? That's great. Thank you.
Da. Yeah, terrifying presence allows you to do some pretty unique shit that you can't do under any other circumstance. You mean single bad guy with machete.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Whatever you say, army face. I'm sorry, I was trying to think of a keen insult, and the best I could come up with is army face. Someone kill me. Anyway. It's nice to be back on the strip. Kind of reminds me of the pit. Mostly with the broken, busted walls and all that. Anyway. That poor guy. Constantly in search of a place to piss. Yeah, the Garrett twins aren't that bad. They're pretty bad, make no mistake. But like on a scale of hurting Freeside, I put them at a solid 3 out of 10. Not awful, but like, ugh, come on, clean up your act. Anyway. Oh, Tommy. How much money am I making?
That's the guy who killed Caesar.
Damn straight.
Hey, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome to the finest entertainment experience.
Let's talk about the other acts I recruited.
Cowboy act. Yeah, he dropped on in here not too long before you. He's got chops, baby, real chops. And I ain't just talking about that mustache. And like we agreed, here's your fee. 5% of the cut comes to 166 caps. Don't spend them all in one place now, unless it's right here.
And so that means Tommy is making 19 times that. Let's talk about the other acts.
You talking about Mr. Isaac? Damn, baby, when you bring them in, you bring them in. That cat's gonna bring me money like you wouldn't believe. Here's your 5%, baby. You enjoy that.
How much is the 5%? 250? That's pretty good. Also, like, that guy's got a rapport. Like, the Lonesome Drifter, he's a literal nobody. People just like to hear his stories and his guitar.
That comedian, you mean? Yeah. He was a hell of a haggler. Cost me a pretty cap. Hope he's worth it. Here's your 5%.
Alright, how much is the kid worth? 150? Less than the Lonesome Drifter? Makes sense. He's not the best, but he brings them in.
That ugly mug with the razor tongue? Take it, baby. He'll be one hell of a novelty act, just like Tommy promised. Here's your 5%.
And how much was Hadrian worth? 210. I think that's an equivalent, like, quality and talent ratio between the 4 performers. Also, people in the strip like me more. So, you know, that always counts for something. Alright. Haven't really put much thought into what I need on this level up. Didn't I need explosives for something? I do need explosives for something. Although now it eludes me exactly what I need the explosives for. Best not to worry about it too much. It'll come to me. Also, why did I get 81 points in barter? Jesus Christ. I haven't been to a trader in so long. What the fuck was I doing? Those points would be better spent anywhere else. Anyway. What's next on the to-do list? Let's turn in the 3-card bounty to Camp McCarran. Maybe I should bring in Boone to deal with the bounty, but I don't care. I'm lazy. Howdy, y'all. Still have to deal with that shoe problem.
I see you're still alive.
Want to claim a bounty.
God damn it. That's Violet, all right. You made me one happy son of a bitch, you know that? Here, this is the bounty I put on her head. It's yours. Think you can take down another one of these scumbags?
Actually, I have another head right here.
You killed another one. Let me have a look at the head. Well, well, well. Driver Nephi. Nothing to say, you son of a bitch? No tips on my golf swing? Lost a lot of good men to this psychopath. Morale's gonna be better now that he's gone. Here's the bounty I promised. I guess we can send first recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope. They need all the help they can get there. That's 2 psychopaths dead. If you can bring down the 3rd, there's a bonus in it for you.
Well, here it is, Mr. Daughtry.
If that's true, that'd be the last of them. Yeah, that's Cook. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food? Well, this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those 3 scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers. And you bring them down alone. Wish I had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
Thank you, Daughtry. Speaking of that trooper, we should probably have a word with her. See if she's doing alright. Having met Cook, I can understand why someone... Oh, Jesus. And they all just get up at once. Oh, wait. 10 of Spades. 10 of Spades is one of my favorites. Sorry, let's talk to him first.
Hey, my man. 10 of Spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your service.
Are you alright?
Oh, yeah. Fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
I suppose that you probably have something to prove when you were young. Anyway, I'm sure it doesn't.
Damn right.
Where'd you get a name like 10 of Spades?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be Ace of Spades. But the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of Spades. Sounds better, right?
Fair enough.
I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to Ace. Think I'll skip Queen though.
Right on, 10, right on. Betsy.
Never seen you around before. What do you want?
Thought you should know that Cook is dead.
You killed him? Well, shit. Here I dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would. Here, I owe you. Take it and get out of here, before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment.
Whoa, $300 NCR. Oh my, $380 NCR?
What a pointless trip. Here I thought I'd get a shot at that junky bastard.
Wait, hold on. You seen any series? I want to talk to you about your awful traumatic experience.
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
Fiends aren't enough of a challenge for you? Or what? Nasty how?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
First I've heard about conscience in a while.
Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
Whatever you say, Betsy. So you're a sniper.
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
I didn't know that all snipers wear shades.
They don't. Only the good ones do.
Hey.
My partner's got some potential, so I let him wear those goofy glasses. I tell him they're his training shades. He totally buys it. Truth is, his eyes just suck.
Bad eyes, good shot. Who's your partner, 10?
The little guy. 10 of spades. I like him because he listens. Doesn't shut up the rest of the time, but when I talk, he listens. Also, he doesn't pull any stupid come-ons, like practically every other horn dog alpha male on this base. Might be he's just scared of me, though.
Maybe a little. Anyway, later. Right, I remember now. She won't talk about it. I think you have to talk to Gorobets.
I heard you killed Driver Nafai. My team would have liked to get a shot at him. But we're still glad he's dead.
Tell me about first recon. What's wrong with Betsy? There we go.
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her.
Well, shit.
Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at First Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
I could talk to her about it, if you wanted.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
Good call. What happened to Sterling?
Corporal Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to First Recon.
Got it. There we go. I don't hurt it anymore. Hey, Betsy, I'm a psychologist.
Yeah?
You should get some medical help for your trauma.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm First Recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
I wouldn't call what happened to you a bruise or a scrape. Mental trauma can slow down or distract you, but it's treatable, just like a bullet wound. You can also speak with all the other members of the First Recon to get her on board. But I think that she'd appreciate the tough love. You're a weak link. I know it, you know it. Do something about it.
Damn. Never had you pegged for the drill instructor type, but you got my attention. You can tell the lieutenant that I finally caved. I'll get help. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing.
Cool. Simple as that. Gorbets, you just needed a silver tongue round.
What can I do for you? I caught the tail end of what you said to her. Betsy looked like she'd been slapped right back into basic for a few seconds there. Let's hope that Betsy sticks with the treatment. Knowing her, she won't keep seeing Usanagi if she feels things are taking too long. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
You got it. She and I have a rapport. I can, I'll make room. You know what I mean? Hey, there just comes to be a point in the game where you know everyone and you've met everyone, and so they're just like, oh yeah, we need help with this. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know that guy. I can pull some strings. And then you start pulling strings in a series of right directions, and then everything's gravy. Wake up. You got no time to sleep.
You're back.
Oh, no, I don't. But Corporal Betsy from First Recon needs some help.
Mental trauma can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. Fortunately, I'm well qualified in such treatment. I'll make time in my schedule.
Thanks, Doc. Also, could you cure my addictions?
You really ought to avoid using those kinds of chems, but I'll see what I can do.
I can quit whenever I want.
All right, sit still and let me work.
Sweet. I'm glad they don't play the cutscene every time you do it. That's just convenience right there. All right. Eddie's got nothing in his tanks. Arcade's got nothing in his tanks. I am completely filled up with gear. All right. I'm thinking it's time for a little bit of DLC action. It's time for the Happy Trails Caravan Expedition, which will be taking us up all the way to the north side of Vegas. Until then, I'm going to drop off some gear and get some things switched around because the Happy Trails Caravan limits the amount of equipment you can carry based on some of your abilities and skills. It's a long way. You can't afford to carry every single little thing unless you have certain perks, like if you have the strong back, or if you have the strong back perk, and if you also have the there's another perk you can get, the thing that allows you to fast travel when you're over encumbered. Those can increase your the stuff you can carry, but we'll worry about that later. In any event, if you liked what you saw, if you want to continue the adventure, please hit subscribe. And if you think that what I do is really keen, you can send me a couple bucks monthly on Patreon, and I can use that money to do fantastic, amazing things like make more videos, start streaming, hire an artist to make cool shit, and do the coolest thing I can think of, pay my rent. But until then, good night, everyone.